Hey friends, hey, it's your girl Kitty. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are a ride or die, a part of KKC, welcome back. Today, guys, I am having popcorn shrimp. This is Chinese fried rice with mushrooms, and I have some more Asian style vegetables because honestly, this is like, it has everything I need. It has everything in there. So that's my favorite one to buy, is the bag of, the cat's getting into stuff. We're just gonna ignore her. I have some tartar sauce to dip the popcorn shrimp in. We're gonna move the spoon over. Excuse yourself. No. Cat. She's eating plastic. Oreo. Tricked you. Okay, guys, so we're gonna try one of these little shrimpies. Ooh, that's good. I want to make my own. The only thing that's difficult with that, I don't deep fry anything. But I want a deep fryer just for homemade fish and chips. I tricked you again. Want some rice? Shrimpy? Get down. This is like really good. So I was going to take a break between my stories, but I'm going to continue. For some reason, I didn't date it. So I went over the timeline. I mean, I could find out for sure dates, like, from my family doctor, but I'm just like, why? I could totally get, like, exact dates. But, so, I left off my last story. Jamie and I found out we were expecting, and things didn't go as planned. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Things went exactly how they were meant to be. But in the moment of, you kind of think, like, this is not how it's supposed to go. Like, so we had just found out we miscarried. It was devastating. I was a wreck. So I didn't even know where to even begin. Like, I questioned everything. I blamed myself. It was rough, but each day got easier. And we talked about it. And with no hesitation, we decided to try again. And so my first miscarriage was December 3rd, 2005, and around mid-March, I got pregnant again. and we were super excited. We were so happy. We were scared. We were still grieving, going through the first miscarriage, our first pregnancy turning out to be a miscarriage. Like, that was like devastating still. And, you know, not a day went by that we never thought about it. And, but, you know, time went on, life went on, and we got the news that I was pregnant again, and we were over the moon. We were so happy. My doctor just said, you know, take it easy. So they started monitoring me very closely. I had checkup after checkup. I had blood work. They were monitoring the HCG level in my body, and it was probably I think around June, maybe the end of May, early June, I think it was. This is just a ballpark figure. Like I said, I can get the exact dates, but I would say, yeah, it was like the end of May, early June. I started bleeding, and I immediately just fucking lost it. Like, my mind. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And I was like, I was cursing God. I was mad at God. I was mad at everything and everyone. And so I went to the doctor, and they kept running tests and this and that, and they were like, we're going to check the HCG level now, and then we're going to check it again tomorrow. But they wanted me to stay at the hospital. And so I stayed the night, and in the morning they did more tests, and it had dropped. The HCG level had dropped, and they pretty much knew that I was miscarrying. And I, like, literally dropped to my knees in the hospital room. I was just so... When the doctor told me, like, you're having a miscarriage, I wanted to rip his face off. I was so angry. And I just couldn't stop bleeding. It wouldn't stop. It wouldn't stop. And I know, like, it wasn't a lot of blood. But it was a lot of blood. Like, Oreo, please stop. Okay, guys, I'll be right back. Little brat. I had to get her out of there. She was eating, like, legit eating the plastic. So I'm at the hospital, and I'm in the room, and they kept coming in and giving me new pads, new, they had those like drop sheets. It's like plastic on one side and like cotton type, like these big sheets that they just lay on top of the bed. And I remember I don't want to get it like into details. It was bad, guys. Like I ended up having to have a D&C. They had to clean me out. Because I was a fair amount of time along. I mean, it wasn't like in a matter of weeks like my first miscarriage was so quick. This one I was a couple of months along, like maybe 3, or maybe even, well, yeah, I would say at least 2.5. The first one I was like just a matter of weeks, just a couple of weeks along anyways, and I remember screaming. I was so just mortified. I'm like, that this would happen again. Like, it was devastating. So, I had the D&C, and I just closed up. I like checked out. I absolutely had it with everything and everyone. Just emotionally checked out. So that covers the stories of my miscarriages. And I know, like, we didn't even discuss having another one. Like, my doctor had said, you know, don't give up hope. Like, we don't know for sure yet that you can't have kids. Because that's what I was thinking. I was like, really? The chances of this to happen back to back, I'm like, there's got to be something up. Like, so she started, you know, running some tests. But we didn't really talk about, we knew we really wanted to try again, but it wasn't like talked about. My angel babies. Not a day goes by that I don't think about them. I just wanted to share my story. You guys have a little better understanding of who I am. And I think it's important that there's those of us that do share our personal experiences with whoever will listen. And it just gives others comfort in knowing they're not alone. No matter what it is you're going through in your life, whether it's past or present, or things you're going to face in the future, life is tough. Life can be so brutal. The things that we experience and go through, and the devastating ordeals and the loss of family, friends, can be absolutely devastating. But without the darkness, we can't see the stars. I've seen that in quotes. You know, and without rain and without storms, without like rainstorms, we wouldn't have the opportunity to really appreciate the sun, the sunshine, how bright it is, the warmth on our skin. We can't prevent devastating things from happening to us or our loved ones. But we can be there for one another in times of struggle, and to the best of our abilities, we can be there for people and, you know, share our stories, listen to others' stories, and just be a light to someone. And that, like, I feel like that is my mission. Is this. To tell my story, to share with you my life. And, you know, clearly not every aspect of my life will be shared on YouTube. But a vast majority of my life you guys will see. Excuse me. But within closing this video, if you've made it this far, I'm truly humbled that you guys stuck it out to listen to my story. And again, if you made it to the end of this video, I would appreciate if you would put a blue and purple heart. That would mean a lot to me. But I love you guys so much. It's ridiculous. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time of the day it is in your beautiful world. And I hope you guys have a good one, and I will see you in my next video. The next one's gonna be a doozy, guys. That video, I will forewarn you, will probably be a longer video than probably any video I've done. There's a lot to tell. I might decide to break it up into part 1, part 2 sort of thing, or even like over the next couple of videos, like maybe 2 to 3 videos, just tell the story over, yeah, spread it out a bit. I'll work on the details of that, and you guys will know when you see it. Anyways, I love you guys so very much, and I will see you in my next video. Deuces.